So, Italian Meatballs. New location, new guest host.
I'm James. I'm happy to be here, and welcome to Happy Food Ed.
Happy Fooded.
Happy Fooded?
Well, it's kind of like a play on word. It's Happy Food Ed.
Right.
Happy Fooded.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get that.
Well, now I'm glad we cleared that up for the fans.
There we go. All right, so welcome. As you can see, we are in a new location today. We are in Bottles and Cans. It is a liquor store here in Edgebrook on the corner of Central and Devon, and it is absolutely the best liquor store in the city. And this is James, who is a how would you describe yourself?
A loyal foot soldier. Yeah, a loyal family member.
You're related to the family?
No, I mean since it's Italian meatballs, I figure a part of the family.
I thought you were. I didn't know you were related. That makes a lot more sense now. Makes a lot more sense now. How you work here.
Part of the proverbial family.
Oh, gotcha.
If you will. Yes.
So what we're going to do today, a little something different. We're going to try. So listen, I came over here and I'm like, James, let's do this. Go over to Happy Foods, grab a salad, and then we'll review it.
Yes, this is true.
And then what did you say?
Well, I said I don't eat salads. Do I look like I eat salads?
Does this look like a guy who eats a lot of salad?
No.
Here's the thing. This is set up to, the channel is set up to review the salads of Happy Foods.
That's in the description.
There is a whole section of prepared foods. They've got meatloaf. They've got
burritos. Don't forget the burritos.
How could you forget the burritos?
Unbelievable. The beef and enchilada. The beef and something. The enchiladas too.
You don't often get burritos with carrots in them.
No,
but
it's a rare delicacy.
So what we decided to do, that was ultimately going to be down the road, but we're jumping the gun here.
Jumping the gun. Well, it is a snake draft, so we are doing things a little bit unorthodox. You know,
somebody's been watching.
A loyal viewer. I've been a day one viewer.
Maybe even a subscriber.
I am, absolutely.
So we've got Italian meatballs. We got them wrapped up. They come cold. So what we're going to do is we're going to unwrap this thing. I'm glad they wrapped it up because it is. We're going to unwrap this. We're going to heat them up.
Yep.
And then we're going to try them.
Yep.
And one thing I forgot to mention is that, Happy Foods is literally a 30-second walk from here.
Yes.
So you've got the best grocery store in the city of Chicago.
100%.
Right next to, or not right next to, there's a Mexican restaurant in between.
Yes.
But right near the best craft beer emporium in the city.
Absolutely.
So there you go. So
location. That's what they say. Yeah.
We're going to heat these up. We'll be back in a second. All right. So we have, so James went in the back, heated these babies up.
Yep.
And all right,
they're piping.
Yeah, I see it. They're steaming.
They're piping hot. Oh yeah. Wow. You taste the sweetness, the sirloin in there. It's delicious. These are some of the best pre-made meatballs in the city. I'll go ahead and say that right now.
You've had like one bite.
I've been eating these my whole life. That's a fun little tidbit for you there. I've never stopped eating these.
Italian meatballs, ground sirloin beef.
Yep.
Onion mushroom mix.
Yep.
Beef, and then it just fades away.
It's so secretive. They can't tell you the whole thing.
It's I don't know. It's beef. There's beef in here and some.
Beef. There's breadcrumbs. What else do you need to know?
How do you know there's breadcrumbs? It didn't say it on the thing.
Well, that's because it didn't print off.
Well, how do you know there's breadcrumbs?
You can't make meatballs without breadcrumbs.
Well, that's not a true statement.
I'm pretty sure it is. Let's look into that later.
So what am I tasting? The sauce is the first thing I'm tasting, but I don't know what kind of sauce this is, but the sauce itself is good.
I would assume it's kind of just a whole. It's homemade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to assume it's a homemade marinara, right? So,
are you Italian?
No, I'm not actually. But you have to say
we have two non-Italians here as we've established.
Reviewing a meatball,
right? Because obviously I couldn't even say caprese, right? If you don't saw that episode.
Oh yeah.
But then now what was that again?
Marinara.
All right, so I've had one. Wait, you've had both already?
I told you I'm a meatball guy. I may not be Italian, but I do love meatballs.
So I might take the other ones off. Well, you'll eat them cold.
Like I was just saying, yeah, I'm happy to eat them cold.
But you know what this really could use?
I think you could use a beer.
We are in the craft beer center of Chicago. I mean, the number one craft beer store. Well, probably number two, because number one's probably Lincoln.
Right, makes sense.
Number two. So I mean, they got 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Everyone else is playing for third.
That's right.
When it comes to craft beer.
Absolutely.
So it just so happens that we're in a place to get craft beer.
Absolutely.
That's what we could use. So let's have a beer.
Let's get a beer.
All right. So
we got beer.
We've got beer. We've got Temperance Birdsong.
Correct.
This was a choice by you.
Choice by me.
Why did you choose this beer?
I chose this because it's a crispy, kind of funky farmhouse beer. Temperance is a local brewery, so we love to support the local ones. They're over in Evanston, if I'm not mistaken, Skokie, Evanston area. So we love that. Skevinston?
Skevinston. It might be. I just know the phrase. Skevinston.
And sorry, it's Temperance if it's not actually where you are. Evanston. Yeah, it says it on the can. I knew you guys were in Evanston. Oh.
There you go. So here's the thing that's great about bottles and cans. You see, we got a 6-pack over here for $12.
Yep.
So you can break. You guys do this. Build your own 4-pack. Build your own 6-pack.
Yep.
And it's not like. I mean, they got a wall of beers, but you also have. But for easy convenience. But any beer that's here is a 4-pack, 6-pack. You can bust one off of it.
Correct.
And make your own 4-pack. You're not trying to give people the stuff they don't want and say, here, go mix and match out of this stuff we couldn't sell.
Right. Exactly.
Any beer in the place.
Exactly.
You bust off of it. And here's the beautiful part. You don't upcharge it like, add $1 onto it, add, I'm going to break one up. Like, I remember last summer, I had like 37 different hazy IPAs.
Sure.
I never had the same one twice.
Right.
All right.
It's just nonsense.
Do you want to get another meatball, or are you gonna have one cold?
Let's
pop these open and see what we got here.
Pop them open. Let's do it.
I'm gonna see if this choice was right.
All right. Your little acidity, a little spice to it, maybe even.
Using our Rosé Day glass.
It is not Rosé Day, but we are using.
No, but these are glasses from Rosé Day, where
that they are.
Like 38 different kinds of rosés you got. This is the rosé capital of Chicago, without question.
Absolutely, yeah. Carly does a great job of maintaining that crown.
Carly is one of the owners here. The owner? Do we count Joe as an owner?
Oh, yes. He is the boss.
Carly is one of the owners here.
Yeah.
Well, that seems sexist.
No, it's not.
Just because he's the guy, he's the boss. I'm pretty sure Carly's the boss.
Well, true. I suppose that is true.
Anyway, Carly loves rosé. Like to the point where Carly loves rosé, where she probably knocks back. I bet I've heard 2 bottles a night. Is that right, or is that not right? But I mean,
I don't think that's true.
Oh, that's okay.
Let's just say
she likes rosé.
She really likes her rosé.
Let's just say she likes
2
rosé.
bottles a night.
That's just what I heard. I did a poor job pouring this.
As did I.
You can tell he's obviously a trained professional here.
Yes.
Nothing but. Well, we're also pouring into a wine glass.
True. I mean, so there's a degree of challenge there. Here's a little. Yeah. Here you go. I mean, can you beat that? Now, Parrot. Now I'll jump in and get a cold.
Yeah,
meatball.
get a cold one.
This is how much I enjoyed the meatballs, and I'll eat them cold. This beer almost has like a semblance of a white wine taste. Do you?
That's right.
Briefly, very briefly.
I completely agree.
It's
really light.
Really light.
It's a saison, but no, it's really light. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wanted to come in here and obviously slam your choice for beer. But I think you actually made a really nice choice.
Thank you.
And that's what's another nice thing about coming here to Bottles and Cans is they know what they're talking about. Because I just had Italian. I had pizza the other night.
Yep.
And sparkling wine is great with pizza. And this kind of leans towards.
I was about to say.
This kind of leans. You mentioned wine.
Yep.
We didn't even discuss this in advance, but you mentioned wine. This is like a sparkling. It's almost leaning towards a sparkling wine.
Absolutely.
Which goes perfectly. And again, if you want a sparkling wine, this is the place. I mean, you've got how many? I mean, you've got probably 15 cold over there.
Absolutely.
So I know we got a little off track talking about the beer, the store, how great this place is. The meatballs themselves.
Yes.
It's got a nice, really basic tomato sauce.
Absolutely.
The meatball itself, if I had one complaint,
okay,
it's maybe a little dense.
A little bit. I mean,
that would be. But I mean like 8% too dense. Mm-hmm. I don't mean like it's like packed and it's like eating a golf ball. I mean, I just mean if we get a little less dense, but the flavor's good.
Absolutely.
I mean, $7.99 a pound.
Yep.
This is 0.99 pounds, $7.91. Here's the thing: if you're at other grocery stores around here,
Yep.
you're paying $8 a pound just for the meat.
Absolutely. Right.
So this is the. I mean, they've done it all for you.
Yeah.
They've put in the breadcrumbs. They've put in
Absolutely.
the onion mix. They've cooked them. They put them in sauce.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about the convenience factor.
Absolutely.
I mean, you buy, like I say, you buy a bigger container of these meatballs, get a
Yep.
thing of pasta, get some garlic bread.
That's a great family dinner. It's a hearty dinner.
You got dinner
too.
in like 11 minutes, or
Right.
however long it takes to do the pasta.
To the pasta. Absolutely.
So everyone but my son Griffin would agree that the convenience factor. I don't know the one with Griffin. The
Yes,
episode
I did.
Griffin.
Yep.
Where he's like you can do it yourself.
Well,
Again, what is his time apparently is worth nothing.
that's a great point. Well, it's also I could brew this beer myself, but I don't have the time for it, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that.
What is this? It's water.
Yeah.
It's hops.
Well, yeah, it's hops.
It's water and hops, and how hard is that?
I think you turn them hops at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Why should I pay $12 a
Well,
six?
come on. Yeah.
By the way, $12 a six is this is a great deal on this.
Thanks.
As I like to do with the guests, I
Okay.
like to let them go first. Because
Okay.
I don't want to taint people. People think, oh, this guy's an expert. He knows what he's talking about. He is Happy Food Ed.
Right.
So if he says something, and I better follow suit. But even though you have your mouth full, I'm going to give this to you. Let's go with the meatballs first, and then we'll do the beer.
I needed one final taste just to really solidify. That's a buy.
Buy it.
That's
for the meatballs.
for the meatballs, for the beer,
Oh, for both.
for both, absolutely.
All right.
And with the beer, it's absolutely a buy. I mean, there's no talk. I mean, what are we talking about here?
All right. So the meatballs, buy it.
Buy them.
Absolutely. I mean, for the price, $8 a pound. The meat's going to cost you $5, $6, $7 a
And
pound.
they've taken the guesswork out of there.
They're taking the guesswork out of it. The sauce is good, and then the beer, another easy one. Buy it.
Buy 'em.
Great recommendation. Temperance Birdsong. All right, so all that's left is I'm Ed.
I'm James.
That's Happy Foods, and you've been bottled and canned.
You've been bottled and canned. You're gonna,
And you've been happy fooded.
and you've been happy fooded. And you bottled and canned.
Protein in a
Damn,
second.
oh shit, this thing has been on the whole time. Whatever.
Oh,
Don't matter.
the whole. That's gonna be great. Thanks for continuity.
Yeah, whatever.
All right,
Damn.
now it'll be gone.
Now it's gone.
That's funny.
I'll cut around.